Hello, everybody. Good afternoon to all. Eighth episode, 4425. Knock, knock. Who is there? We will find out shortly. How's everybody doing? Hello, everybody. It's a good trading day, a good range, right? So, to talk about yesterday's episode, will the Momo gang win? So, the Momo gang has lost, it seems. The two times we broke out through 44, 47, and both times it has been slammed back. Maybe now it may be the time to it starts going up. 44.15 is a good level, right? I remember that breakout when the news broke about that Carl Icahn doing some stuff. I don't know, that was the theory that was like told by some people on Twitter. But that breakout was pretty vicious. That morning from 45.15 we closed 44.36 and then just capped up and kept going, right? So we are back right there to see like how we feel about those prices. Yeah, with this, like, I thought that we may just go 44.03 and 255 on the NQ. We still may do, but like, you don't want to be short these levels, right? If you're short, you probably take profit, and if you're long, try to ride it. We know where the stops are, right? 44.25. So if somebody was buying up there, so now we need somebody to sell it down there to have another leg down, or else it was just like kind of testing a level, stop hunting, gut checking. I was long. I screwed up on that last push down. Lost about 3 points. Yeah, but I'm flat right now. I want to see what happens at 44.25 again. Does it act like in resistance? And we actually break, try to go to 4400, or this is it? There's a high chance, like, if we get above it, like, this could be the low. This good access on the 30-minute candle at this wick right here on the 30-minute is a nice one. I've been testing this yesterday, like this oscillator. I don't have any oscillator on. I actually want to even get rid of these VWAP bands because just how the market behaves, like it's up and down, it's like all over the place, right? Rejected right at this incorrect trend line that I draw. We'll see what the market wants. Didn't even make it to 25 yet. So 25 would be where? Here. We actually did. No, what am I doing? It's the last swing low. There. That's what we are looking at. Like, I won't be surprised if we just like completely collapse and go to 15,140 if they start selling off. But we need to make sure like 44.25 rejects, right? Like, there was a lot of buying up there, so we need somebody to come there and start selling. Those guys would keep on buying unless they like fucking puke, right? They're proven wrong. So we need somebody to step in if you're a seller. I'm pretty sure the room would be long. So I just like got out, man. It's Friday. I've had like a roller coaster week, a week I hate. But like, the good thing is I recovered. It was a green week. We recovered all the losses from this week and last Friday and added some more money to it, to the account. You don't have to do everything in one day, right? But this is opportunity, right? Like, if this thing holds, like, people are gonna like, you're gonna probably go to 4,500 if this thing holds. So there's good risk reward. I don't know if like the rally happens into the close today, but it could, right? Like people said, like we had like a lot of call buying yesterday, so we'll see what happens. Like right now on the dome, like people are running, so offers actually getting aside. You know where the people stops are, right? 44.25 on the other side. So we'll see what happens. Like I posted, right? I don't think like this sell is going to go that far. Why I said it is just because of this consolidation right here on the 30-minute. You can see, right, the opening bar, big wide range bar, and the second bar, right? And you can see all these little candles, like this cluster. Like this usually doesn't happen. Like you can see this little stuff here. Do I draw a box? Rectangle. Okay, this right here. You see how many times like the 30-minute bar tried to get in this range? So this is like every time you go down there, there's bounce here. There's people buying, right? So if there's a really strong seller, we get an elongated profile. This just like 1 or 2 bar balance, and then we have another big bar. We are down. That's like really, really big selling, right? Like this is okay. Like, but we can talk about the attitude the market has right now, right? Buying every dip. So we'll see what happens. I just think we have one more bounce coming to 4,500 before we go to 4,300. It's just how I feel. Worst case scenario for today, I think, is 255 on the Nasdaq and 4403 on the S&Ps. We will see. Yeah, but I just took my position off. It's like there's no need to find that out, right? If this is really going to go to 4,500, it's gonna go through 4435 first, right? And then we can see. Let it make another swing high, right? Like right here, like this is all a downtrend. Let this break, go up to the VWAP, come back to the VWAP and start acting as resistance. Then we can look to go long. I mean, that will be a lesser risk long. Like people who want to like hunt for bottoms and stuff, this could be it. Yeah. Last Friday was pretty ugly, right? Into the close. I got like screwed last time. So we will see. Yeah, I bought one at 44.22 and I bought a second one at 17 something, 17 and a quarter. And I just like closed it on the way back. Like, okay, I don't want to find it out. That could be a bottom signal, right? You don't want to buy, you don't want to hold a good position. So we'll see. I don't know, I haven't used oscillators that much, but you can see that like this low right here and this low right here, you made a lower low, but the oscillator didn't make it. And it's now going up, so confirming the up move. You're just like trying to kiss 44.25 here. Let's take a look at the chart. Inventory too short. Yeah, Ronak. It looks like it. Like yesterday I talked about, right? Like when we went up and got rejected, it seemed like the world was ending there, but I said no. If this rejects, gets back below 58, we are going back to the lows. And we actually tested and broke them. So back to 25. Like the market has done weird things, right? Over the last 2 days, it's just like when it runs, it just keeps running like crazy. I don't know, it could happen today. Like this is running, right? This is maximum pain, right? Like people start shorting below the weekly lows. You know where their stops are. Market comes back, takes their stop first. And then we'll see if actually we want to go further or not. Yeah, but the traditional approach of like where your stop should be rarely works. You have to be unorthodox with your stops. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I have no stops. So that's a nice move from 16. 10 points. The bots know how to stop hunt you. Yeah, don't they? They do. I don't know. The best thing is to just like have incredible patience, man. Like you have to be willing to let the trade go. Like if you don't get a fill, you don't get a fill, but your risk has to be minimal, right? Like if the people who waited for good levels, you never know where it's gonna bottom, right? You always have to buy it at a place where you think it's gonna happen, and then just just pray, right? We had a bounce here. 44.26 is the weekly value area low. So it can be a good rejection here. So I wouldn't hold a long if this keeps going down here. This is a good spot to, for shorts to screw the longs. Be careful if you're long. Let's see on the chat if we have any questions. 40 people right here. Yeah, I screwed up the open today. I actually bought the break of the 5-minute low, 5-minute bar low, got out pretty fast, and had to work really hard to earn my 6 points. It was 9, I lost 3. Like, I don't care. I just want to get out. And that's where probably the opportunity is, right? And the FOMO will come in. Oh, looking back, oh, it was an 80-point move. It was a 50-point move. Look, realistically, like, it's not going to happen the way I trade. Like, to catch that big moves, wow. I don't know what I have to do, man. What do we have on the chat? Get rid of all indicators, eyes on dome. No, man, that doesn't work for me. Like, the dome will drive you crazy. Like, it's a good tool. I'm not saying the depth of market is not good. It's pretty good. But its main purpose is execution, right? Like, the sellers are trying here. They know they have what, like the last 4 weeks of buying under pressure. Like, people who have bought the last 4 weeks are red right now. So do you really want to take the chance this sell is real or not? That's the thing right here. So that's why people are selling. Want to make them puke, especially the people who bought above, like, I don't know, 44.60. They deserve to like get smoked. I'm so mad. Like when 45, 40 hit, at all that consolidation, I had my short position on, just didn't hold it. Like sometimes you just have to put a swing position on. Like no matter how you trade, the opportunity is just that much. Like the good trades are always you don't want to put on. You'll be like, let's just see what happens, Let's just see. I don't know. I'll have time later to get this one in. And you pass the opportunity and it's like, oh my god. And it sells off 50 points and then you think you have to buy it. And you get like mega killed. That happened to me at 44.84 last Friday, right? I was like, okay, I have to get in. But like, you look at the structure and everything, like, nope. Immediately sold off, and that area has been big resistance. It's rejected of 26. Yeah, it doesn't look too good actually. It's not that easy to buy the dip. We will see. This is actually where I got rid of my last long. 21 and a quarter. I don't know, man. When you put on a big position or like according to your account size, logic goes out the window. I wasn't even looking where the weekly value is. It's like, okay, where do I get out if this thing like continues to puke? 20. Wow. Like the bears have control right now. I wouldn't want to be long, actually. Fight all against it. 44.15 has a bid. Uh, so in this 1 minute chart right here, are you able to see it? Uh, I've just like put the biggest bid and the offer on the dome. Like this green line right here, the small one is the where the biggest bid is. This red one is where the biggest offer is. So it keeps on changing according to it. Yeah, they broke it, man. Like this sells looks 24, 44, 25. I don't know if you want to buy it again here. Could work. But just like from where it's rejected, like 26, 25. I don't know. Being Friday, I don't have to take the trade. You could. Put a stop behind, I don't know, 44.15. What else we have in the chat room? Sometimes you have to go all in. Yeah, and those are the trades that usually never work for me. Long 17 after canceling 23. Alpiton is here. Top Tech Tommy. Gaston. Gaston, how you doing, man? Man, they screwed you, man. Your longs, they made you puke. What you gonna do now? My plan says today, sell 44.55, did that. Topped out 5 points out. Yeah, like that's sad, man. Like when you have these kind of zones, like good zones, like market just like goes up, down, like struggle, shakes everybody out and then has the move. You know what? It's just best to have that position during the open. During the open, there is so much volume. It's not that easy to fight that momentum, right? Volume is not low. They can't go both ways that much. Sometimes they do, but like the best time to catch a trend is the open. First 5-10 minutes. Like you go with the break, like even today, if you went with the break of this 5 minute bar right here, you see, this is a range, right? This is a 10 tick chart we had. So this green zone is the range, right? So you opened up, you tested higher, couldn't move higher, and then broke. Once this broke 44.51 after the 5 minutes, you had no may whatsoever. Like selling this right here, it sells, bounces, weak bounce, sells again, bounce again, sells. And here it's consolidation, right? Now this is where you seek to take profit. You don't want to be too brave and do this, right? Get in on this. Actually, I got it right here off my long 32 when I tweeted out with the volume oscillator thing. I don't know what the oscillator did. So this is right here. So this is going up right here, like this move right here, 1, 2, 3. And you know, like from context, this area is resistance, right? Just looking at the profile and stuff. So that's more important to me. And then I'm looking at this oscillator, right? So this isn't confirming it. It can't make new highs. It's like exhausted from that push. And then they sell it. So I don't know, like I haven't used oscillators that much, but I think oscillator is a good tool. I'll try to see what kind of signal it has, but I'm not going to give it too much importance, right? Like the first thing would be structure for me, context, and then it will be, the depth of market dome, like where's the order book, how are things looking on the weekly. And this is the last kind of tool. Like if I don't know what to do, where to exit or stuff like that, just like take profit or get out when this thing hits one side or the other. I'm out. Jingle talking oscillator. Oh god. I don't know, man. It could work. I'm gonna try it out. I haven't tried it. Order flow gang, they don't like anything else. Yeah. What do we have here? First 30 minute, very important. Yeah, Gaston. Like first 30 minutes is huge. Like I used to have my targets just based on the first 30 minute bar. That's another tip for you. Like that's how I use. Like if it's a big range expansion bar, like just flip that bar upside to then downside. You'll have like two numbers. That's generally a pretty good area to exit your position for profit for your long or your short. Just like something gives you something, right? I don't use Fibonacci or something like that. Just use the 30-minute bar. Some people use the hourly. The first hour candle is called the initial balance, right? I don't know if you saw a Jingle, but thanks for praying for me yesterday. Yeah, absolutely, Freddy. Like that was a great shot. Like last night when I was watching this, like I was tweaking my Sierra chart and stuff, and the way the market just like moved to 68, it looked scary on the dome and everything. But at the same time, if you're looking at your weekly or your 4 hour, 8 hour volume profile, it's a good area to sell because the downtrend is still intact. So that's the biggest thing to keep in thing, like how's the trend like? Is it still lower highs, lower lows? Yeah, probably you want to take a chance there. That's what happened. Like we haven't still broken that downtrend. We had a 1 day bounce, right? And then vicious breakout from 44, 47, and then it got reversed the next day. And then they tried it again and it got reversed again. And now we have broken the weekly lows. Like this is pretty bearish, to be honest. I don't know if people really want to buy this and try till 4,500. Who knows what's gonna happen? Still long from 18. Yeah, it's a good level, man. As long as you know where you're wrong, let the trade work. That's what I never do. I never let my good trades work. But I absolutely get drilled in my bad trades. Don't have to do that. Like even yesterday, right, when that breakout happened, it was a good short 55. Because I knew I was wrong at 57, 58. But I didn't get out there. I was mad. So that's his donation to the market. And market doesn't have to stop, right? Let's see what's happening. It's trying to bounce again and again. Like what's the next area? Like let me just see on my weekly. 4406, 4405 would be one support. And after that is 4382, 83. That's two. Something happens. What's next? Yeah, next, if that goes, I think it's like 4,300. I know worst case scenario would be 4384, 85 today. Yeah, could happen. Especially if this rejection of 4425 continues to hold, right? You should trade maybe one MES or something, man. No need to trade the ES. I don't cry on the weekend. $5. Can you try to get 6 points daily? No, man. I don't think that's the right approach to do it. Like if you try to make money daily, like I don't know, some people do it. Like if you have a like really big size, like Cheeto does 2 points, right? I think 1 to 2 points is fine. But if you're not that experienced and you get into a bad position, I mean, for those kind of trades, right? If you're looking for 2 points, what would your stop would be? Like, would it be like 2 points? Wow, I don't know. I could trade like that. If it's 5 points, then every loss you have, you need to have like what, almost three trades winners. I don't know if the math adds up. I think the best way to do is the way Trader does it on Twitter. He's a good friend. Like he'll take trades like on a weekly basis, like 2 or 3 trades, and he'll put like really big size on. Like he gave like 44.83, right? When he also tweeted, and I was also thinking the same thing, I was like, okay, I'm going short here. But I didn't hold it all the way. I took like 10 points or 8 points yesterday. So yeah. I'm not short. No, I'm flat. I don't have a position on right now. I bought like 44.20, 44.17. I think average was 44.19. But I got out, man. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just don't want to cry this weekend. Last one was pretty bad. Like, I traded so well last week till Thursday, but that Friday stupidity on the stream of just averaging down, it kind of ruined the mood, right? You don't want to do that. You kind of feel it like trading alone is very stressful if you do it yourself, especially if you're trading with people. You want to do right things, right? Like, it's not about like I'm saying I have to make money every stream or stuff like that, but it's just like you want to perform, right? This is a performance thing. So last week was bad. Now I'm like, what do you say, being a pussy? So that's okay. A green week is a good week. Bouncing again. I don't know. I am such a bad person in terms of following momentum. Like right now, this trend is down, right? We are one time framing down on the profile, and we have broken the weekly lows. I just find it hard to sell, even though it may be the safer trade. I would always look to fight the market. That's why I like it get screwed so much. Like most of the time. I mean that could work, but like if you're looking for a counter trend bounce, like 2 3 points, 4 points, that could work. But you don't want to be like act like a strong buyer when you have like I don't know one lot to buy, 2 lots to buy. You're not gonna hold the market on your own, right? Thanks for being honest, man. Yeah, man. It's just about thinking out loud and sharing my trading experience with you guys, and then just trying to grow together. That's the goal. Yeah, trying to make money every day. Like this is my target. Like I want $50 a day, $100 a day. That doesn't work. Have weekly targets. That on a weekly basis you want to do this. Have monthly targets. Have quarterly. Same thing with the trading. Look at the bigger charts. Look at the 4 hour. Look at the 8 hour. Look at the daily. A 5 minute chart is not going to help you. You're just going to get chopped up by the algos and stuff. You have no idea what's happening. None. Like right here, like people will be buying, like looking at the 5 hour. Oh, this is bounce. You see this right here? This line has broken twice, poked it, and then reversed, right? That thing doesn't work until it does, and it's hindsight then. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's below 44, 27, 28, there is no long. There could be a scalping opportunity at 44.03. I wouldn't like that. Would not. I do like 43.80 though. Or this may hold. But in the middle, I just think like the Bears have just won this battle, right? From 44.25 to 44.80. The Bears have won. So do they just fail like 20 points lower? I doubt it. Yeah, 40 lower. I may get a bounce. 43.70, 43.80. Yeah, that looks like a buy. So easy to click the sell button, man. Just won't do it. What a joke. Jingle bell. It's over for the Bulls. Yeah, it looks like, man. And until we can get above 44.27, like the Bulls are struggling. It's also the thing, right? Next week we have the FOMC thing. So there's uncertainty. Nobody knows what's going to happen. So it's just how you want to be positioned going into it. And especially with these levels, we are what, like 120 points from the all-time high. That's what, 3%, right? And the earning forecasts are kind of slowing down, I think. That's what I heard yesterday. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I should actually. So Do you do crude oil? I do watch it. I haven't taken the trade on it. Like I talked to Julia Cordova, right? Sometimes like she trades crude oil too. So I think she was bearish at 73, 72.60 or something. So it looks like in a downtrend until that one time framing on the daily stops, right? We'll see. Has the gap still been filled on crude? I don't think so. It has. Let me just look. There's still a gap remaining, right? 71.10 to 71.24. Yeah, just watch it. I haven't taken the trades yet. I wanted to trade the micros on the crude, right? The bigger contracts, especially if I'm trading the ES, that gets screwed up. Like oil could move like $2 in a day. That's like $2,000, right? Yeah, it's selling off, as we said. It got rejected, got pitch slapped from 44.26. It's not that easy, huh, to reverse the trend. So this is how we should look at it. Yeah, normally we would see like, oh, it's gone so down, it can't go down so more. Like whenever this kind of stuff happens, an area breaks, like a 25 breaks, that should be ground zero again. Like that's like what's next from here? Because like we've just like broken a consolidation phase. It has to trend one way now. Let's see if the market has the energy to do that. Where do we close and stuff like that? That's more important. We look at time, right? Like today, oh my god, it's down 40 points. I don't want to sell it now. But people like who do it, they know that consolidation has broken from 25. If this thing keeps acting as a resistance, we're gonna go to 43.80. That's what their target is. Dennis G, about your mental state, do you think it's... I don't understand what you mean, man. Liquidation on the bear flag coming. Yeah. It's just chopping around, right? Still 44.15 is intact. And still 44.25 is rejecting. Like traders use that. Like this is a beautiful range to do it. Like if you do it, right? This 10-point range. It'll bounce like 4 times here. You can make your like 20 points here, 5 points there, 10 points there. You need to be really brave though to do it. Like I've done it. Like I was scalping this way at 44.24, 42.24 to 42.36. Like that 10 point, like we bounced like forever there. Did the bid move up from? Yeah, the bid has moved up. 15 has a bid too, but the bigger number is at 17 now. So this right here, this is still at 15. There's one big bid at 17 as well. Right here. Is tapering priced in? I don't think so, man. And the market always overreacts, right? Like it will start getting price pretty aggressively when it does. Maybe that's why we are selling from the all-time highs, right? So, like if you panic before everybody else panics, you'll be fine. Maybe that's what's happening from 45.40. You green today, Jinx? How many trades you take? Yeah, I'm green today. So I traded what, like the ES? What do we have here? Yeah, I'm like up a couple $100. I think this one takes away the commission too. Points. Why is not showing it? Yeah, we'll worry about it later. 5 points. Is this showing me the points from yesterday too? Screw this. What do we have here? We are breaking the lows. Looks like it. Yeah, the lows don't look to be in, right? Then NQ is pushing that 30-minute this clustering. This hasn't put like a capitulation type low in yet. What would be that area? So I don't know. I don't use fib. Even know how to use it. Let's see what we got. Let's just use it from the open. I'll need to use the other thing. I don't know what I'm doing, or even why I'm doing. Right, it's expansion. Do some kind. This is the low. The first low. This guy right here. If we get the same kind of move, yeah, the 100%. Like that same kind of move if we had from the open to 44.25. So we have consolidated here. If we break this, it probably targets this area, 43.84. I don't know. I don't know how to use FIP. I'm just like calculating if this kind of move happened, it happens again, where we'll go. Down a percent now. Yeah, the second percent could be very quick, right? So the lows are gone. Not yet. 16 is there. I don't know who's buying this. Like, I wouldn't buy it. Here. Poor lows. Oh god, if this happens to be the low on the day, I'll probably be trolled a lot. Down a percent, first time in a while, yeah. Yeah. That's max profit in day low. I don't know, my guy. Amphibian buying. Froggy trade. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he was bullish yesterday. But clearly, once the levels don't hold right, you have to change. Nobody knows what's happening. It's just an idea. Such a good argument to be had for 4,300 next week. It makes sense to buy load of puts. I don't know, Freddy. I don't know. Like, maybe 43.84 to 4,500, and then 4,300 could happen, right? So you have to be open to the scenarios. It just can't keep going one way. It can, but I don't know. I wouldn't buy puts here. Today may work. I don't know. Like, if something crazy happens like last Friday, 43.84 could happen. Like, if I'm just not buying anything and 43.80 come today, I'll probably buy one. I'll chicken out like 5 points, but I'll just buy it. 44.10. Yeah. I don't know. Like, here's the thing I think. So in the whole week we have consolidated, right, in this range, 44.25 to 44.80. So if now the lower side of the range has broken, which it has, we have moved 10 points lower and got rejected again until we get above 26. I don't know if 4,400 is going to work. 80s might work. 70 may work. But 44.10, I'm not sure. Lots of buyers on tilt. Yeah, it's been natural, right? Like, you see near the weekly lows, you just click buy. You buy, and you think it's going to be one of those times, you get that moon, and seems like the market is being like, nope, not this time. 50-day bounce has trapped a lot of people. Yo, Jingle, Armadillo here. Hi, Armadillo. Like, those of you who tweet and interact with me, I probably remember all of you who DM me. Yeah, so if anybody's here who's not subscribed, please do so. Helps out the channel. And smash that like button, please. The YouTube algos. And now I have an oscillator too, right? So that's gonna help you with the help other traders come in too, like who don't have a clue what I don't know what these all horizontal lines are. Gotta have something for everyone, right? Not everybody trades order flow. Not everybody uses market profile. Baba Burner, love you, Jingle. Love you too, Baba. Such poor lows. Will they hold? I doubt. Oh god, my trend lines are so bad. I'm just gonna take this one off. Otherwise, dad's gonna come and smack me. Erase drawing. That's the thing with line, right? I can draw just another one. Oh, now this is the trend line. It's weird, man. There's always a line you can buy. Draw trend line on oscillator. Yeah, some people do that. I don't know how to do it, like how to follow it. I've just started watching it, see side by side what's this stupid thing does. But it did told me to get out at 36. That was a pretty much close to a swing high, right? Yeah, I am done for the day. Like, but if I get lowered in, I'm gonna give my 6 points back. I was up 9. I screwed up in this sell. I lost 3 points. Yeah, I didn't trade that well today. Like the opportunity that was there, didn't take it. So that's the thing, right? We as full-time traders, we tend to look at the market and try to look for so many opportunities, but usually like there's like one trade. Like yesterday we had a bearish bias, right? When 44.76 broke down. If you're short anywhere near that, or if you want to sell, if you sold even today, you just hold that trade. Unless you're a scalper. Like scalping doesn't work for me that much, but I don't know why I do it so much. Like I'm like overall up like, I don't know, 40 points on the week, 35. But like the troubling thing is to make these 35 points at certain time I was down similar amount of points or even more. So at some point maybe I was down like, I don't know, 30 points, you know, for each of those trades individually, not like an entire loss. So so let's say for a trade like I made 6 points on, if I was down 7 points on it at one point, that's not really a good trade, right? Yeah, you got away with that one, but like if you just keep doing it over and over again, the market's gonna take your money. It's always risk adjusted. So if you made 10 points, but overall in the entire week you were only down at a maximum like, I don't know, 3 points, that's a very good week if you're doing it risk adjusted, right? Now you can scale up and get leverage those 10 points. That's why I don't trade micros now, like on my own account, on my personal account. I don't do it. It's just a false sense of security that you can just keep averaging in until you win. That doesn't happen. Will you be doing any trading ASMR videos? I don't know, man. No. Anybody going to fade this? 24. I don't know. I want to see 255 on the Nasdaq. Maybe 200. That would be awesome. That would be 100 points down. Can the market get over 26, 27? Start to hold. And then the bears are pretty capitulate, give up. Because the risk is high, right? If you get caught and it starts to hold, they're going to like try to get 4480, 4500 again. So oscillated topping. It's actually confirming momentum here. I don't know if oscillators this way to use it like lower highs, but this one is pushing, right? So it looks like good amount of buying. We'll see. Is everybody long here? Overbought and oversold, that like this thing doesn't work. Depending upon like where you are, like the context, right? It's more important. Like overbought, oversold, or whatever the stuff is, you can like confirm to get in an exit, entry or exit. And then when you know, once you know it is approaching like this, and then you look at the dome, like what's happening? Is the offer backing off? Is the bid getting stacked? And then you know make a trade. Like the lows are very poor, both the NQ and the ES. Oh boy, when they hold pretty bad. Then there's another explanation for that the market was too short. That's why the poor lows worked. I don't think they work. The bears are desperate. Finally, they broke something. In this volume right here, you can see it's somebody stopping the market. So if this swing high is kind of protected, we're going down again. Does anybody here use Renkos or range charts? Or like everybody use time-based charts? Kramer said low will be today. No, Kramer did the opposite, right? He said that the sell on the 17th. So today may be a buying opportunity for next week. I don't know how that OPEX things works or stuff, but they do say like it it takes a lot of the options activity out. So we any kind of stability in the market kind of goes. So usually a big move up or down. Don't know which direction. Time and tick charts, nice to combine them. Yeah, everybody have their own system. Keto uses a 5-12 tick and a 30-minute. Sanuki, what's up, Jingy? How are you, Sanu? Good to see you, man. All in long, Sanu? What's up? Only use Tom. 5 screens of Tom. Yeah, man, your brain cells are gonna die. I don't know, I'm gonna sacrifice $5 here. There's the chart trade going on. I hope it's not ES. Yeah, screw it. Let's just sell one. And just put a 5-point stop here. Buy stop. I'll cry if the stop hits, even if I know it's a micro. Let's see. I'm gonna take this off because you're not able to see the chart. Just use the trade order window. Let's see what happens. Like it's with the short, the thesis I have is like I'm wrong over 27. Definitely very wrong over 30. Let's see if they poke 30 and then they go down. Zero May. Yeah, zero May can turn to like big May pretty quickly. Do we dip or rip? Like the way the lows are looking, I think we sell. But like all bets off over 28. I don't want to be short over 28, 29 area. Too much risk. Okay, gig along here. Good work, man. Like if you want to fade me. We'll see. You get ripped, Jingle. I don't know, man. Like how much? Where's my stop? I don't even see it now. Oh god. Yes. MEST. Sorry for the trouble. I should have done this before. There's only a trade symbol. Let's just put the trade shit on this so I can see my stop and stuff. Where am I wrong? I'll lose like, I don't know, 8 points, $40. This thing turns around on me. I'll probably hit the flat button pretty fast if I feel it's going down. I'm gonna trade this one micro as I was trading the bigger one. Let's see what we get. You better only risk one. A risk manager here talking. Yeah, I'll put on. Yeah, I'll probably make you risk manager. I'm short one contract, Mr. Manager. What do I do? See you in poker tonight, Jalk Poker. I don't know how to play poker, man, but like I'm okay coming down there. Trying with you guys. Trading Jingle is more profitable than you actually think. Yeah, definitely. Like on the stream, any trade I've taken, like I've eaten just me. Like this is the first one that hasn't gone against me that much. We'll see if this turns around. Yeah. See ya, son. 10-point stop loss. I don't know. I don't need actually this big stop. Like here for me to be actually wrong. Anything over. Like that's the false sense of security, right? Like this is enough. 30 would be enough. Like it shouldn't get there if this market has to really go down. We'll see. Trading live is ballsy. Yeah, like I'm trading very small, right? But yeah, you definitely feel kind of pressure, right? A little bit, not that much. Like I'm not selling any kind of subscription or anything, right? I have to show you guys like, hey, look what I'm doing. I'm just here to share my experiences and what I use for trading. So this trade has been working out nicely. So the bad thing would be like I'll get out of these trades very quickly. And this is a good area, right? I have a trade, I have a plan, I have an exit. But I would just exit so fast. Like if I was trading any big size. Just wouldn't hold. And it becomes difficult, right? When the trade goes against you. I faded Frog's model, no offense. You know, that's what markets do, right? They do the same thing over and over and they trap people. Like that 50-day bounce has trapped a lot of people. Jingle balls, tick balls. It's tough, man. I don't think like anybody who's trading size can trade live. If he does trading actually for a living, right? It's difficult. Like some people do it, like everybody's different. Trade is red by 2 ticks, 3 ticks. Look at that push. You see, you faded me. You're up 2 points now. Squeeze. I don't know. For squeeze to happen, we really have to get over 36, right? This is still a downward structure. Like every small short squeeze and a flurry little of buying, people get scared. They change their bias, right? Just keep your eyes on the big picture. Like still below the weekly value areas. No rush to buy. 25 still holding as a resistance. Let's see what it has. The momentum has definitely gone from selling. Like the ideal long would be if it goes below the lows and immediately comes back up with little to no volume underneath those lows. Then we'll know the selling is over. But if this just like gets it traction below that low, wow. Even this micro is gonna make me, I don't know, 10 points or something. If that's the way. Yeah, man, Combine is going fine. Trading with Matt, but I believe he uses Top Step. Yeah, I've seen his 1 or 2 episodes. Does he actually? I don't know. Does he like uses a funded combine, or is it like just to show people or trying to clear a combine, something like that? We are at the lows. Scalp long. I don't know. You have 3 bars here now, right? Like if now is the time. Like if you cannot go back up and this low gets taken out right here, you see this low. If this gets taken out, you want, if you're a seller, you want to see acceleration down. You don't want to be like, oh, okay, it gets there, grinds, and then comes back up again. You want to see force. Or you need to get back above this area here. This VWAP. That would be pretty scary. The shorts. If some do decide to stick out. But people will just fold very quickly. If the control is lost. I think control changes above that 27 to 28 area. If that thing goes up and holds, yeah, I'll probably just flatten it. $17 very strong. Yeah, it is. Yeah. As soon as the NQ opened up yesterday, I went short that, like the bigger contract, 497. Yesterday I was talking how that piece of shit is gonna sell off. I didn't hold it. Like it would have been up like almost 200 points on the NQ. That's like 4 grand. That's a great day. NQ moves a lot. A lot. What do these guys want? Jingle try bonds and commodities. You will love it. Yeah, I wanted to try it. I haven't looked into that much. Like I've been looking at crude oil. Another 2 points and I'm probably out. Risk would not be worth it. The same thing with the oscillator. We see, right? The price kind of moving here and hasn't made that up. If this thing works again, I'm gonna like, this is gonna be my setup forever. If we actually, get smoked into the lows here, we'll see. I don't even know what the significance of this thing is, like volume zone oscillator, how it calculates it. But anything with volume, I thought like it might be a decent oscillator to use. That's why I'm trying it out. Yeah, ZB is ES on Xanax. I don't think it moves that much, right, Ricochet? Oscillator good to trap Strizzy followers. Yeah, he trades RSI. That's a B-shaped profile for today, not expecting further selling. Instead, a squeeze has good odds. Yeah, if the bottom holds, like can they trap the bears? The bears. We'll see. What are you thinking if you're a bear, right? You want to sell it here or you want to buy it here? Or you want to get out? Momentum has gone to the downside. The last hour. I'll add one more and I will get out if this gets above 30. Let's just see what we get. Risking what, 50 points? $50. Finger on the flat button. This is kind of the last stand for the Bears, I would say. If they fail, they're gone. This is kind of the last stand for Bears. Let's see if they do it. Bids backing off. Do they protect 44.25 now? It looks fine. Got rejected again, 26, 27. Until this high, this high mate gets taken out, I think shorts are fine. Let's see what we get. Jingle is gig along from primary account. Oh god. No, I'm not doing that. That would be something, eh? Trick people. Oh, I'm shorting this and then go the other way on the other account. Shorts will same fate as last Friday. That was a good fate. Free alpha to feed yourself. Oh yeah. Like every trade doesn't work, right? But every trade I take on the stream doesn't work. So that's quite an alpha. We will see. 2 accounts take opposite positions, show the winners. That's how gurus do it. Yeah, I know. That could work, right? Have 2 accounts and put the one that has positive points on the stream. Look, I made 30 points today. You can do it too. I don't do that, man. Probably when I sell subscription, I'll do it. I don't have any motives now. And just go back, break the lows, man. Nobody's buying you, piece of crap. 255 on the NQ, maybe 200, maybe 100, maybe 13,000 by the close. Yay. Points. I have to say this afternoon has been way more boring than expected. Yeah, it has been work for the Bears, right? It's not been that easy. No, up like $15. Sell subs, Jingle. Partner with a good sub seller. Yeah, we should open up a sub. Gaston, you and me. I don't know, like $10 a month. Get out while you can. No, Raj, I'm just like short micros, man. Couple of micros. Up like 6 points in the ES. So I'm risking like 1 point of that. If I get stopped out, that's 5 points. My target is 0. So 4,400 points. For $10, that'll be 44k, right? They just keep coming back. The lows look shitty. I hope they break. At least give 44 or 15 a fill. That dude has been sitting there for the entire week. You see, I don't know, like the volume oscillator has been pretty nice. You see this divergence right here? And these lows? I don't know. Maybe it's a small thing to look at. Freddy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe trading is simple. Oh god. $69 a month. Yeah, man, I think probably only Gaston will subscribe then. Or maybe he'll just leave me in the dust too. What do we have here? I remember Brian Watt saying going long short the same contract in separate account was illegal. Really? I don't know if that's the case. Can this piece of shit just work once for me on the stream? Like if you're trading some size, like 3, 4, 5 lots, 10 lots, you're probably pretty happy with 2 points, 3 points, right? If you're in the micros, you think, oh, you have to get 10 points. But that's how you get screwed. The micros are pretty good for learning and averaging in, but like I don't think they're the best thing if you want to trade the bigger contracts. That would be too easy if it worked for you in stream. Yeah, that would be. That, I don't know, I can completely fuck this trade up, but like it's provided almost 4 points. And it's gone against, I don't know, 2, like same 4 points. So it's okay. Not that great. Aim for 2 points and do small scalps all day. Do not aim for big moves. Yes, that's the way like professionals do it. It's easier to take 2-3 points and just have discipline. People don't have discipline. I have very little discipline. That's the only way to survive in the game. I've taken 1 contract off just because my friend Speed Fast Hand Luke said so. I would have just kept it on. Who cares? Like makes the trade free now, right? We have 4 points. We have to stop on 2 of them at 44.30. Let's see what we get. So that's how a planned trade was. We had a line in the sand, 26.27 for a reason. Kind of a value area thing on the volume profile. We had we knew where we were wrong. Market did that. Usually you'll get out too soon. I do it all the time. But it's just like I have to be really, ruthless with the losers. The thing about good trading is when you know like all these things, nuances and details, if you know where you're wrong and your risk is so small, there is no need to keep looking for, oh, maybe I'll be right in 3 more points. Or maybe another 5 points. Maybe another 5 points. And now you think it's too high, it has to reverse. And that thing just keeps ripping. That's how markets do, right? They create that false sense of security that you'll be eventually be able to get out, but you can't. Close 18 Jingle. I should have, man. Yeah. Let's see what we get. I still don't like the lows, right? These 4-bar balance on the 30-minute. I want to see a low, like a good low. Like this bar right here, it has taken out the high of the previous bar and has gone red. So let's just see how the trade works. Let's just put this one at, let's tighten the stop a little. Just 4 points. We'll see. What would be a good low here in your opinion? I don't know, if we just break the lows, poke 3-4 points and just it comes back in the range and start catching momentum. Probably if you're short, you want to get out. You don't want to see if there's more lows. Or if this just like pokes and starts holding below this low, minimum you need to wait for 44.05. Minimum, I would say, if the lows go. I think NQ goes to 255 minimum. I think so. I don't know. 255 on the NQ will probably just flatten. There's huge single prints on the profile. Like there was a big breakout. Like that 15 140 to 255 that day. That was vicious, man. 252. Yeah, NQ I don't have proper levels. I just have like a weekly profile in front of me. I'm looking at. What do we have here? I'll stop at previous 30-minute bar high as per context. So here's the thing, right? We've broken the lows at 25, like weekly lows, and we're balancing almost like couple hours now. So 4 bars here. So this last bar has tried to take out this one-time down framing. High of this second 30-minute bar is lower, third is lower, and this fourth one is higher, but it has gone red, right? It's going down. So if this starts to go back up again, you probably don't want to find out like, oh, how high it's gonna go. You probably want to get out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna exit. I just exited. A little bit of absorption. Want to see like like on this range chart right here. So right here. So we see these higher lows. This is the third one that's forming. So I don't want to find out if it's gonna hold. Plus the bid from the lower Gaston points how it has gone. So we'll see. Where are the tools? Don't we have kind of a freehand tool to draw something? I don't know. This is one low. This is the second. You can see it, right? I don't need to draw it. First low, second low, third low. So let's just let the market break this kind of thing. Then we can think about shorts again. Okay. Like I still think that the lows are not in, but I don't want to find it out right now. Like maybe I could get an entry higher. Or maybe they've just like got rid of my ass. And now they can go to 43.80. We will see. No FOMO. We made like $40 on the trade. That's pretty nice. Yeah, profits are profits. A bid is definitely here on the order book. We'll see if that changes. So another small thing, right, for you guys. This is turning back red, right? Back green, right? So that's why I like closed it too. So one of the things. So you see this area here, this right area. All these wicks on the 30-minute candles and these trying to come back up. This just tells me like the selling doesn't have any big strength. It does not. Otherwise, this would not be happening. If we were really going to push down, this would be like a couple of bars of balancing, and this red bar should have been like the big giant red. It didn't happen. It stalled. and now it's trying to reverse. So even if you're like wanting to get to the 4400 area, you're gonna have to break these lows, right? So it's safer to short this than to hold on a short position here, because the risk is pretty high over 25. If you get above 25, okay, then the first target becomes this point of control 30. This gets taken. The second would be the VWAP 30 for 37, and then it's just like bazooka city to the upside. The market's done that plenty of times, but like we do have a line in the sand. My line in the sand would be this area for shorts. I need to draw the freestyle. Oh, snap. Okay, so my line in the sand for the shorts would be this area, that right there. If this gets above this, I don't want to be short. If this holds and cannot get above it, I want to be short. Take this 14 by a SPY call and put in the scene. Call it a day. Yeah. That's not a line, Jingle. Oh god. Zone. That's a zone in the hand. Let's be precise, eh? Let's do the precision thing. I'm gonna be all fancy and become like this surgeon. Right there. That's my line in the sand. How do I change stuff? Line width. Oh god, I need to work with Sierra. We have it here. Line width 5. That's my line in the sand. You see, that's a big line. Alpha analysis dropping. Free, no cost. All for the followers. Oh god. Fat line. And that's a thick line. With the 14 C's. Thick. I agree to it, Jingle. Double down this short. I should actually. I have way less FOMO if the market goes up than down. I don't know why. And when this piece of shit actually starts to go down, I don't have my position on. Or I might maybe have taken like 6 points and not, then I'm buying it 30 points down. I'm so stupid sometimes. Just want to get rid of that stuff, right? It takes awareness to do it. So that's the first step. Third time a charm, we break above 44.24. Yeah, we'll see. Like the way the profile has been, like the 30-minute structure I've told you guys about, there's not that much strength in selling. Otherwise, this won't be happening. If the sellers are really patient, they'll just like get these buyers to get up, I don't know, 4,500 and then sell it. Like the bigger sell. Oh god, if I was trading, I'll probably look for longs here. If it gets above it. It's so hard not to put on a trade just for the sake of it, right? I've decided I don't want to trade, kind of zoned out, right? But the market kind of, you keep watching it, lures you in, you put on a stupid position, get smoked, then you cry. Happens all the time. All the time. It's actually the trend line holding the market. It's just like when you're looking at the structure, right? You just want to see higher lows and higher highs, or lower highs or lower lows to see what is actually happening. I'm gonna make this line a little bit more decent. Line style. This color is pretty bad. I don't like the color. And I'm gonna bother changing it here. Hi Jingle, hi Null. Let's see. Again turning red, huh? Again. Just chop city right now. Just wait for the break, either of this line or these lows, and then probably get trapped on the wrong side. Dude man, hey Jingle. Hi dude, how are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. If you don't want to trade but you want to take advantage of a big drawdown, just buy a couple cheap. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I actually put funded a small options account. I haven't been trading it, but like I should do it just the way I am. I should be trading options, like small size. I didn't blow my account. I'm good, man. Love the stream. Keep it up. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. Are we gonna dump? Yeah, like below 27, we dump. Simple. All this shenanigans up and down, footprint shenanigans, don't look at it. I don't care it. I'm just looking at the weekly volume and the profile today. The structure on the lows is shitty. We need to see some kind of an excess below. That may not happen just because of how, like, just looking at talking about the market. Is this really selling? Like we're just down what 1%? That's it. An entire week we have tried to sell it. So once these lows broke, that's when the sell will actually start. That's what I think. Minimum 1 more%. I speak so much on the stream right now. I'm like, need to stop. I'm gonna take a 5 minute break, guys. I'll be back. Last 30 minutes. Right at the trend line, eh? Probably gonna bounce again. Or maybe not. What 1999 software is this? This is Sierra chart, man. I'm sorry, I haven't tuned it that nicely. 1999 software. You gotta admire the trend line, eh? Like how the market's respecting it right now. Like people have been calling for 4700, 4800 on the S&Ps, right? I've seen some retard talk about 5600 on the S&P as well. And since like people have been that bullish, it's been just going down. It's funny how this works. Oh, the economy is getting better. Like, it's like no shit, it's getting better. Who cares? What do we have here? There's considerable sell pressure below 25. But they haven't been able to go below 20 in a while. Here it has held. Here. So if they keep applying this pressure, they're gonna like squeeze into this line, the line in the sand, and probably just squeeze up. That could be one scenario that could play up if this zone continues to hold. You know? Especially as we have pointed out on the 30-minute chart, like there's no acceleration. None of this means anything if the Fed rates 2.25 is 3,500, 3,800 in a day. Probably, man. Again, people are going to be buying every pullback. Oh, it's 4,100. I should buy. Smoked. It's 4,000. I should buy. Smoked. Oh, 3,900 has to hold. Nope. I don't know, man. That's a wet dream. With the market, whenever it starts to do that, it'll be so hard to trade. If you don't have a position and you can just like be patient and watch it. Like the dude, I think Freddy's talks about, he's put the short on rest yesterday at 44.67. Dude, if you've held your short all the way down here, kudos to you. It's a beautiful trade. Like the idea would be, look for longs, but I just think like we just poke the lows once and like that would be a long if it comes back in the range quickly. I don't know. That would be my thoughts. If we don't get big acceleration below the lows, just wick lower 2-3 points and then boom, back up. And then we want to see that acceleration, right? Trend line is about to break. Come on, you plebs, put some pressure. Go, go, go. It's frustrating, right? What you want to do, market? We had a nice chance to put the trade on again. We had, right? 24. Now it's accelerating downwards, right? Trend line has broken. Just fix lower, right? And that's what I like in the range bars. So if we actually poke below, could not close above. Now we have closed above it, right? You see? So if you were short, you have to change your thesis pretty quickly. unless it comes back down. So these 10 ticks after the close of the previous bar, this one right here, it tried to go lower. It went there and turned around and closed back higher. That's a bullish sign. And those people like who thought it's gonna break, plenty of people trade like that, right? Channels and trend lines. Now they are puking. Probably get absorbed again at 26, 27, and then they sell it again. Could happen. We'll see. I mean, the best to do on trading day is just scalp 3 4 points, 3 4 points, back and forth, back and forth. That's the best way to do it. Not bet, like have a bias in terms of position where the market is going, and just scalp it in that direction. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, like 5 times, you're up 15 handles. That could you could do that. I have done it on some days. Yeah, but you have to just fucking kill your brain or something, take the fear out. Just be in execution mode. That's not good for mental health. Trading is not good for mental health, man. Overall, like the way this thing is. Like even on the day, sometimes I make money, I probably feel like shit by the end of the day. So exhausted. It's weird. Like probably when I can start managing my risk better, some of those anxieties will go away. But this piece of shit will probably be always like this. Shit show. Market has finally found fair value. Is this fair value? For me, fair value is like, I don't know, 2,800. I don't know, man. I'm so biased. That's where I fucking sold my stuff. I don't even know where I sold it. Gotta play multi-day swings and focus on entry execution, preserving profits when it swings your way. Everybody's different, right? Some people do it just every day, 2 3 points, 4 points, or a weekly, 1 or 2 good trades. But just knowing which trades, which levels, which zones are really good, and then just milking them, that's what trading is. You can have like so many paper cuts, but like those few trades, they make your year. Like 2021 has been all about buying the 50-day dips, right? 50 DMA, buy, and then just hold a week or so. If you just traded that, you'll probably be up huge. You put a 10 lot on or something when it's 50-day average. Good lord. A week from after you're up like 150 points, 75 grand, 10 lots. Wow. We're going to 5,000. Uh, Probably. I don't know when. Why don't you try it again with the 50-day low? No thanks. This is 50-day area here. Yeah, it could work, but like, just a FOMO trade. Probably get screwed on this. My line in the sand was so far. I could have waited them to come up. We'll see. Yeah, one short. Why not wait till line in the sand? Yeah, I fucked it up. I should have. No. Close where 44.40. NQ has broken the one time framing lower. Let's see if it gets back into the previous hour range. See now it's just backed almost close to the line in the sand. Always wait. I never. Last one. Let's give it a couple more minutes. It may not hold. I'm just gonna take one off. Let's see the one I have if that works. NQ is just coming back into the previous 30-minute bar range. Want to see it get accepted there and start moving the other way. The line in the sand has been beautiful. Like this trend line, piece of art. This line in sand, piece of art. Should have executed it the same way, right? So many points, huh? Jingle trend lines and the box. Do we break it to the downside or the upside? That's the thing. Just scared these bastards, man. Break it to the downside. Close below 44, 44.10 or something. Half of the world will be dead, man. Anyway, crazy nice trend line. Yeah, yeah. I'm from Canada, man. I'm actually from Bells, Eagle Bells. Doesn't make no fucking stop. They push again. That's the thing. What do the people want to do in the lower side? Finger on the flat button. NQ is back in the range of that consolidation, so we probably go back to, I don't know, 300, 290. There we go. There we go. A little push. Just give that poor guy a fill, man. 44, 15, 16. That's rude not to do it. We'll see. So what's my break even on the trade? 6.5 to 25. Let's just put a stop here. Buy stop. 26. Yeah, if they poke it, they poke it. They can go F themselves. But I want to see them break the lows and they put that excess. Give the bears what they want. Just don't want to die. Thank you. Oh god. Like it's so bad. Like whenever I do decide to kill a trade, that's when it just like takes off. Like I almost feel like hitting the flat button right now, but I'm gonna cry when the lows break and it just like non-stop takes 10 points out. Happens so many times. I just don't know how many times. Like it happens a lot. Here's the thing: we had a trade. It's a small trade. We have a stop in. Let this shit work. Never let a good trade work. I don't know why I do that. Let's just see what we get. But the thing we know is like 44.26 to 27, our line in sand has rejected quite a many times. We didn't like the lows on the profile. So we are getting a little bit selling here. The trend line has finally broken, huh? The algos are here. I'm gonna hit the flat button. Screw them. Don't care what they do. They haven't given me the move yet. Not gonna let them hunt my stop. See? Never let a good trade work. Oh god. It's all over the place, right? The lows are so bad, man. But NQ is nowhere close to the lows. See? 276 yet. I don't know how ES is gonna do it. If it can. That's why I'm like, okay. Should have got another 3 points out of the trade. Just hit that button too quickly. You know, at 250, that move is so violent. Like, before you know, it's like 6 points against you. So, I didn't even realize it was 250. I would have taken it before that. I never like to do that. Keep the position on, unless my stop is like, I don't know, 10 points away. And I'm in a big profit. Then I'll probably see what the murder algo does. But just so close, he'll probably just asking to get stop hunted. All-time low cometh. Probably. This is a bad close, right? We are below last week's low. We're below 44.25. Just gonna trap that Jim Cramer guy. He's gonna be selling today. Oh. Yeah, I should have held it, man. The idea was right. We will see. Anyways, who cares? Like we made like some money on the stream today, so that's good. Hope you guys got something out of the stream today. Like, I don't know, my methods, how same or different they are from yours, but like it's just a different way of looking at the market, right? I hope it helped some of the stuff. Yeah, have a good weekend, guys. I really love hearing your process. Thank you, Aaron. Just like sharing my thoughts. Shorted 27.50. Stopped. And that's a too tight of a stop, right? Did it jingle? I don't know, oscillator. It's just a cool toy to see. Oh god, they shook me out of my. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you for coming in, Gaston. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today. We still have 10 minutes to go. We'll just see how it closes. Does the trend line reject? That'll be awesome, eh? Works both ways. It'd be nice to see if they just roll back and slam through the lows. That'll trap a lot of people. Just give 44.15 a fill. How difficult is that? I think he's left. No, I think the order has left. 44.15. But who cares, right? It's just like I want to see that access low. Like these lows, like it'll be really panicky, right? Close that badly on the week. That makes things really interesting for the next. Probably bounce next week. We closed lower last week. This is gonna be the second red week, right? Like looking at the weekly patterns, like 2 is usually what we get back to back, and then we have like rally back up. Let's see if we get that. I think the ideal would be the next 2 weeks be green, and then we get like big selling. We'll see. Who knows? Just session to session. Any guesses on the close? Where we close? What do you say? Above 44.25 or below it? Let's take a quick vote. Above 25 or below? Since the episode is named after that level. Above. 2 people saying above. Let's see. Above. There's too many people saying above. I'll go with below. Everybody above. Wow. We'll see like how psychology works, right? If this thing really like turns around and slams the lows, like it'll be so funny. We can then next time we can just fade ourselves. Looks like we are going above. NK is really ripping. A new little candidate here, Oscillator, has doubts on the rally. Let's see if it means anything. It'll be funny if we come back down again. The Oscillator for the win. Oh god. Last minute. Murder algo, what do you want? Pretty intense, huh? Orders coming from everywhere. Yeah, I think it's just best to fade ourselves. Looks like we are closing below it. Trap everybody and then just smoke them. Stops. Give me the stops. 44, 16, 25. Yes, go smoke them. You have come too far not to do it. Here we go. There we go. Just took a quick trade. There we go. Like, we should fade the room. Definitely. Like, we should do these polls and just fade everybody. That's how it's a powerful thing. So that's the excess kind of. Now we want to turn it back around. And if it starts to go back above 16 with velocity, then probably it could be a good long. Now we have the excess low, right? A little bit here. This is what I was looking for. Oh, I just gasped. Yeah, it's going back up. NQ has not broken the lows yet. So who knows, they just drill it down to 4403. There is no time left, right? It's 3 o'clock already. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming in. We had a good show today. We made some money. I took actually one more trade. Was nervous, didn't want to show it, but I was short. So added some more points. Made like $100 on the MES. That's pretty nice. Here we go, man. This is crushing. The line in the sand has been amazing today, right? Line in the sand and the trend line. Whoa. And even the oscillator shit. It didn't confirm the move. I actually look more into this oscillator, what it actually says shows or stuff. Like all these highs, like this guy didn't put a high here. So we have this, we have volume coming in, we have our bearish line in the sand, we have the break of the trend line, we have this excess low we are looking for. That's a short. That's it. 44.11. It's game over, man. Bulls are in trouble. All hail the oscillator. Yeah, man. Oscillator is pretty cool, actually. 44.10 would be perfect close. I don't know. We'll see. Catch you guys Monday, okay? Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll be just closing the stream in 5 minutes. Actually, 30 seconds.